Hi and welcome to a small little tutorial where I will explain the overall process of how I draw my drawings. A big thanks to the person who asked for it because yes, that means a lot to me. I've always wanted to ramble about this. So first we have the idea. It can be big or small, but well, let's say that my idea is that I want to draw my sweet little character. So then comes the sketch. Already prepared this, but yeah, they're usually uglier, but yeah, we have the sketch. Then of course we have the line art. I put the names of these in the order of the layers, so it would be easier to see later on. But yes, we lower the opacity of the sketch and yes, line art. So since we have our line art, we can take off the sketch and then we move on to the base colors. Let's say that I took them from the reference. Then we have the shading finally, and this is where things get interesting. At least for me, I don't know how with others. So I like to divide the shadows into 3 parts. The first ones are soft shadows made with, let's say, an airbrush. Let me demonstrate. So let's, oops. Yeah, like that. Just making a small little gradient with the shadows. Then we have the hard shadows, which are, then we have the hard shadows, which are made with a harder brush, like this. Then we have the details, which are just small little things that usually show texture in my case. Then we move on to the light, which I also divide in steps, this time 4. First is the soft light again with an airbrush, or something like that. What I'm saying is not set in stone and it can vary for each person, this is just how I do it. Then are the hard lights and the details, which are usually the shiny little things in the hair and everything. And then comes the reflected light, because there are usually various light sources, and even if there is one light source, let's say the sun is shining from here, but there's something here. It goes like this, but it also goes like this and like this. So the light gets reflected, and I think that it adds a nice effect even if it's quite small. And then we have some fun with the colors. I didn't actually have a lot here, but yes, it's just some colors. And then we add the details, which I will do right now, because I tend to paint over the whole thing using the colors that we have here and just details. This is usually the most fun, I'd say, and also it adds a very big effect to the drawing itself. So yeah, some sparkles and yeah, something like that. You can't really see that much difference here, but in the actual drawings, I think everyone could agree that there's a lot. So that's about it. Thank you for staying this far. I actually don't expect anyone to, but I hope this was informative and enjoyable, and I wish you the very best. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.